Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the things that I have been loving. Alright, so if you're new to my channel, every once in a while I will sort of accumulate a list of things that are new to me or new to me again that I'm sort of revisiting and falling back in love with. And in turn, I just love to share those things with you. Maybe it'll help you discover some new things that maybe you haven't tried before or something that you've been considering trying for a while. So let's just jump right in. I've got just basically two categories, lifestyle and planning. Of course, I am a planner at heart, so there's always going to be things that I love that are related to planning. First up is a pen. That should be no surprise to anyone, but I have been loving the Unipen Fine Line Marker. It is a felt tip pen or marker, however you want to call it. I love this thing, love it so much. I saw it first over on my friend Katie's Instagram. Her handle is KDK Plans, and it comes in a variety of tip sizes, which I love, but I personally have fallen in love with the 0.5. There are a few porous tip pens or felt tip pens out there on the market that I love, but I have to be a little bit aware of what planners I'm using and the way that it reacts to paper, and this one actually does really well on the plum paper. If you've been part of the planner community for a minute, then you know that I love plum paper planners, but their paper can be a little bit extra and some pens really just do not work well with their paper. But this one is I don't want to call it a game changer, but it's up there in great felt tip pens that actually work on the plum paper, so maybe it's a game changer. All right, next up are the Moxie Life Companion Notebooks. Now, this isn't a brand new item, but it is brand new to Moxie Life as of this year. If you watched my latest goal setting video, then you'll know that this is what I have moved into for setting goals, tracking my goals, everything pretty much goal related. I already love the Moxie Life planning system, but since I switched my main weekly planner over to the Plum Paper Hourly, this really holds true to its name. It is a companion book to the planner that I am using. So unlike the traditional Moxie Life planner, there isn't a planner in here. You do have a month view, but other than the month view, you're getting the entire goal setting system in here, which is perfect. And it's light. You can kind of just take it with you or toss it in your bag if you want to work on goal setting in a different space other than your home. If you want to bring it to work, a coffee shop, whatever, you can bring this and really truly focus on your goals and nothing else, if that makes sense. I am someone who's very easily distracted, so I kind of like that this is separate now. I know I've said before that I liked it being all together, but honestly I was ready to try a different planning system, but still wanted to keep the goal setting part of the Moxie Life system. So I was really glad that I had this already available and I could easily jump into it for the start of the new quarter, and I am loving it. And then there's just something about it being bound in this way and not on a coil that I feel like I can get a little bit more messy in here. I don't always show all of my pages because I do believe that goal setting can be so very personal and intimate, and sometimes it's a little bit easier to set goals when the whole world's eyeballs aren't on it. So if I don't necessarily share every single aspect of my goal setting, it's just because I'm really enjoying the process and enjoying keeping some things a little bit more private. All right, next up, and this should come as no surprise at all because I just mentioned it, is the Plum Paper Hourly Planner. You guys, I love this thing. I feel like I have returned back to how I have planned for years and years, but also being able to use a planner system that I absolutely just love. And when you really love a planning system, you'll actually use it. So I have moved into the Plum Paper Hourly. I have been in it for almost a month now. That is like a planner miracle in and of itself, but I really do love it. It works with all of the stickers that I already had, so I didn't have to change anything, which was great. As I've said before, the Plum Paper can be a little bit finicky, but it's okay. You learn to work with it, and I really love the system. I love the colors. I have mine in the modern color scheme, so I only have to endure maybe like 1 month of peach. It's really not that bad, but I'm really, really loving it. And again, I can't say enough about Plum paper and how they will allow you to really customize even down to the pages in the book, not just their covers, which really makes them stand apart from a lot of other planner companies. So this is definitely something that I have been loving. All right, next up is what I have been using for content planning. If you watched a vlog from mine a few weeks ago, I talked about how I picked up a couple of happy planners and I was going to sort of Franken-plan it and turn it into just a working system for planning out all of my content, and it really has been working. Now, since the time that I shot the B-roll for my content planning system, I've already changed how this planner looks. I love it. I switched to like all black discs and I changed out the cover. It's essentially like a monthly planner. I did throw in some other pages that a couple of friends of mine have sent. You guys, like, some of my friends that are in the Happy Planner community are extremely encouraging or enabling, however you want to look at it. And I love this system. I love it because there's a lot of things. First of all, it is really, really inexpensive to set up a happy planner. Like, let's be real, their stuff is always on sale at Michael's. You can use a coupon. It's great. When I purchased my original like monthly system, it was $15. And since then, I've just thrown in some notes pages, moved some things around, glued some pages together, and I love it. I feel like I'm one of those content creators that doesn't do everything on a computer. I don't use a lot of apps to manage my content. When I tell you guys I love pen and paper, I love pen and paper so much. And the same goes for how I plan out my content. So I love this thing, love it. Now, in addition to the planner itself, I personally have fallen in love with these tracker inserts from Lights Planner Action. It kind of reminds me of a tracker that I used to draw out years ago. I used to do this month after month after month, and I was like, I saw my friend Elise mention that Lights Planner Action had an insert like this, and I was like, what? So I bought the printable version, printed it, punched it, and it is in here in my planner, and now I can check off the progress of my videos here on YouTube. So definitely check out Lights Planner Action. I know that you have heard me mention Lights Planner Action before. I can't say enough good things about them and the inserts that they offer, along with the planners that they offer, and it holds true for this specific insert that I'm using to plan out my content. So yes, I'm using a happy planner. That is so weird for me to say, but I'm also considering putting one together for work, simply because, again, I love the flexibility of discs. I don't know that I could use it for my main source of planning, but never say never, because let me tell you, the Happy Planner rabbit hole, it's just, that's all I can say. Just be careful. Approach with caution. All right, on to the next favorite, and that is my adjustable pop socket on my phone. You guys, I love this thing so much, and I talked about it so much that even Jesse got one. He was like, this thing cannot be that great. And yes, it is. So I love it because I have always had commitment issues with pop sockets. Like, one week I want it further up on my phone. The next week I need it moved down because my wrist hurts from having it in the same position for a few days. And this just kind of like solves all of those problems with letting you move it around. You don't have to worry about buying like 50 pop sockets for all of your phone cases. I try not to switch my phone cases a lot, but let's be real, I like changing it about as much as I like changing the covers on my planner. So I love this thing. I also have one of those like magnets on my phone case for my car to hold my phone in place. So this is great because I can kind of slide it down and then my phone goes on the phone holder in the car without any issues. So that's another reason why I like it. It does come in a variety of different colors. I think Jesse got the all black. I got the one that's clear and white. I think I'm going to go back and get the black one as well, but I can't recommend this enough. I thought it was weird at first when they launched these, and I was like, who's really gonna put that thing on their phone? Me. that too. Next up, let's talk about some skincare. So I have been trying out the Ordinary products for about a month now, and I honestly do not know what took me so long or why I waited so long to try some of these products, because I think that they are phenomenal. However, even though I'm saying they're my favorites, I will say it can be a little bit overwhelming figuring out your own personal skin needs, what will work, what will not work, and it can be a little bit overwhelming. What I did was I watched a few videos on YouTube that were specific to my age and skin type, and I think I've kind of narrowed it down to the products that that are working for me. What I currently use, and not all at the same time, and not necessarily both in the AM and PM. So that's what can kind of get a little bit confusing. One of my favorite things though is their Caffeine Solution for your under eye area, which is just fantastic. Even Jesse's tried it out and he likes it, so that's really saying a lot, you guys. I recently picked up the Buffet, that's what it's actually called, and I'll list all of these down below, and I picked all of these up at Ulta, by the way. I'm trying out the Buffet. It's okay. I was already trying out these other three and they were doing just fine on their own, but I feel like if you don't want to try these other three, you can get the Buffet and be all set with just one if your skin needs are just that simple. As you get older, things get complicated. The next one that I've been trying out is the Ordinary's Niacinamide solution, and it is 10% with 1% zinc. Y'all, I'm not a dermatologist. I saw that this was one of the highly recommended serums from the Ordinary. I personally like it. I've been using it every day. Some people say don't use it every day. I'm like, I haven't seen any adverse reactions, so we're just gonna go with what works. The next one that I've been using is and I will say one of my gripes is that the fine print is so fine on these containers. Like, I need my reading glasses to read them, and it is brutal on the eyes. I've seen a lot of people take their Ordinary containers and number them with a Sharpie, like in the order that they're going to use them, and then write AM and PM, or just AM or PM, to sort of let them know when to use it, because you guys, it's so freaking small. Like, whose eyeballs do they expect to actually see this? It's like, what? And then look at the back. It's even worse. The other one that I have been trying is the Alpha Arbutin. I have no freaking clue what this is, but Dr. Dre said to try it, so I did. And then without a doubt, I would, if I only ever used one product from the Ordinary, it would be the Granactive Retinoid 2% Emulsion Serum. You guys, I don't know what it is about this one specifically, but it is literally become one of my holy grails for skincare. I put this on and my face feels like a newborn baby. And that's saying a lot when you're 43. So just saying. Definitely give this one a try. Check out the ingredients, of course. Make sure you're not going to have any allergies or adverse reactions to it. Again, I am not a dermatologist, so you really do need to do your own research and figure out which of the solutions and serums from the Ordinary seem like they would work for you. Now, I know you guys are probably saying, like, does this all take you like an hour? It literally takes me 2 minutes. It's just 2 minutes. And it really doesn't take very long. What I like about everything kind of being separated in this way is that you can really customize and tailor your skincare with the Ordinary products for the things that you actually need, as opposed to getting an all-in-one type of serum and it's really just not serving your skin's needs, and you'll still find yourself reaching for other products and things like that, and they're fairly inexpensive. So the cost for all of this is like roughly $25–30, and I don't really think that that's bad when you're truly customizing what it is that you need for your skin to make it look the way that you want it to look. So definitely highly recommend checking out the Ordinary, and at least maybe trying out some of the things that I'm trying, or just checking out some of the other products that they have. All right, last but certainly not least, I picked up some of the Tula, the Cult Classic face wash. You guys, this stuff is highly overpriced in my opinion. However, that being said, I had earned some credits or rewards through Ulta, and I was like, this was on the list of things that I had always wanted to try, but never really quite sure that it was worth it. But I've been using it for the last week and a half or so, and I'm like, okay, I get the hype. It really does leave my face feeling squeaky clean, and not in like a tight, obnoxious way to where I feel like my face is uncomfortable. It just truly feels, I do a two-step process to clean the makeup off of my face, and I use the balm from Clinique and then a face wash. And I have been using like the Cetaphil, I think it was. I recently emptied the bottle and it was time to try something else. But after I tried that, it never felt like my face was truly clean, like all the makeup was off. This stuff really, really does it. And like I said, you just feel your skin and it feels like all of the makeup is actually off of your face. So, and it smells pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of like really high fragrance products, but this smells good but isn't irritating, which is just fascinating. I really, really love the fragrance of this. It's almost like a citrus kind of, I don't know, there's definitely some citrus in it, but there's also definitely some floral notes to it. So if fragrance at all bugs you, you might not like this. I don't know if they have a fragrance-free option. That would be awesome, but I also feel like this is going to last me forever and ever. It is a solid 6.7 ounces, which I feel like is huge in face wash world. But I love it. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I feel like my face is so freaking clean after using this stuff. All right, so that is it for today's favorites video. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions about any of the products that I mentioned, please be sure to leave them down in the comments below. And I would definitely love to hear what are some of your favorite items that you have been loving lately. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're already subscribed, make sure that you click that red notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.